The nature of life is such, one is packed into the other is packed into this and this and this and this. It will not be realized because you dissect it, which is all you can do with your intellect. Your intellect is a scalpel which is trying to dissect life. Are you married? If you want to really know your wife, today you must take a scalpel and dissect her. All the beauty of who she is, if you want to know, you must dissect her, isn't it? No, it will become ugly, it will not become beautiful. That's all you're trying to do. You're trying to know the existence. Using the scalpel of your intellect, dissecting it, it will only become ugly, it will not become beautiful. So, intellect, which is a simple, silly tool, which is useful to handle material aspects of life, you have raised it to heaven. You are giving it the glory of heaven and think this is everything. Whatever you see, you want to cut it and see. If you cut open things and see, you will know one aspect of reality. You will not know the whole of it. If you open up this man, you may see how the heart is doing dupu-dupu, but you will not know this man. You will not know the most vital aspect of who he is. All the other details you will know. So, with this, how far will you go? Physicality is all that you can cut, isn't it? Yes? Physicality is the only thing you can cut. Can you cut something which is not physical? And all you got is a knife. Okay, you also have a wife, but I'm sure she doesn't let it use it on her, your intellect, does she? She'll immediately put an end to it because she knows this is not going to go anywhere. That's one thing about women. The more intellectual you are, the more trouble you have with women because they know this damn knife will not take you far. It's not by cutting that you will know, it is by inclusion that you will know. That your intellect cannot do, it can only chop. Chopping, vegetables are okay. Life doesn't work like that. You can't chop life and know it. You have to include it, only then you know it. That's a different dimension of intelligence, which intellect cannot do. There was a man in South India who wanted to pursue spiritual path. In India, pursuing spiritual path means it's an age-old habit. First thing is they will go off into the forest, looking for a cave to sit and meditate. So the man went off into the jungle, but of course you position yourself close to your village because you need food. So he sat there and started mantra. Whenever he got hungry, he came to the village, begged some food, went back. And as night fell, he noticed there was a fox. Both his front legs were severed in some trap or something, it's gone. But still he is well-fed and healthy. Nature is not kind to any kind of incapability. If you lose your legs, you lose your life. But this fox has lost its legs but well-fed and healthy. He was surprised. But then he ignored and focused on his meditation. As night fell, he heard the roar of a lion, the growls of a lion coming. He forgot about his meditation and climbed a tree. He sat there and to his amazement, the lion, a full-grown male lion, came with a piece of meat and brought it and dropped it in front of the fox and went away. The fox had his dinner. He couldn't believe this. A crippled fox is being fed by a ferocious lion. Hallelujah! This is a miracle. This is a message from the divine. What is it? What is it? What is it? And He was wondering. Next day evening again the lion came with a piece of meat, dropped it in front of the fox and went away. Now he thought, for sure this is God is sending a message to me. What is it? Then he interpreted it in his own way. He said, even a crippled fox in this forest is being fed by a lion. You fool, what are you going looking for food for? Just sit here, it'll come and fall in your mouth. So he simply sat. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, meditation became like this, 4th day like this. By 7th day, he was groaning between life and death. Another yogi was passing this way, he heard these sounds of a man dying. He came down and he asked, what happened to you? Why are you in this condition? He said, oh yogi, please tell me. A divine message came to me. I went by the message and I became like this. The yogi asked, what happened? He said, see, look there, there's a crippled fox. Every day that fox is being fed by a ferocious lion. Is this not God's message to me? Is this not a divine message? The yogi looked at him and said, definitely this is a divine message. But why is it that you chose to be like a crippled fox and not like a generous lion? So this is a choice that you have. Every moment of your life, whatever the nature of the situations that you face, are you a generous lion or are you a crippled fox constantly calculating how to get something out of something? That makes the difference. That makes who you are. You do not become who you are because of what you eat. You become who you are because of what you do, what you feel, what you think, and how you are within yourself, isn't it?
There is no such thing as leadership style. If you are a true leader, you don't think you're a leader, first of all. You don't think you're a leader. People think you're a leader. You're just doing what is needed. So for doing what's needed, your style of function today is not determined by your fancy or your whim or what you're stuck to in your mind. The style of functioning today is according to the demands of the reality of today. If today the reality is such, people around you are very sensitive, gentle, you operate one way. Tomorrow, your entrepreneurship or your leadership is of a bunch of donkeys, it's different. You can't employ the same method everywhere. There are different types of people in the world and different kinds of situations in the world. There are some people, if you just look at them, they understand why they're being looked at and they'll correct themselves. You just look at them, it's enough. They know why they're being looked at, what they missed without that look, they fix it. There's somebody else, if you look at them, they won't understand, they'll just stare back at you. They don't know why they're being looked at. So if you tell them gently, they will get it. There's somebody else, if you tell them gently, they won't get it. You have to yell at them, then they'll get it. There's somebody else, even if you yell, they won't get it, you have to knock on their head and tell them 5 times, then they'll get it. If it is not your style, it is the way the situation is, accordingly you operate. And if your actions are irrelevant to the situation in which you exist, how can you call yourself a leader because you got some style? No style. Whatever you do it in style, that's all. No a particular style.
Now what I'm looking at is, I was… again, this internet expert, I was talking to him. I was just asking him, what are people looking for? What is it? That everybody is on the net, who is looking for what? And then he says 70% of the content accessed on internet is pornography. And he said some astronomical numbers of how many million children below 15 years of age are sold on the internet every year. I thought this is a shame, because this is the greatest thing that's happened to us. For the first time in the history of humanity, we can sit here and talk to the entire world. This is not just about social media, this is not just about browsing this and that, this is a phenomenal thing. This is the absolutely right time to transform this world, because I want you to imagine when a Krishna came, if he spoke only to one person. When a Buddha came, handful of people, if he speaks, 50 people cannot hear. When a Jesus came, only 12 people, in that one of them freaked. This is the first time, if you want, you can speak to 1 billion people straight away, sitting here. This is not a small thing. This is the time when human consciousness can rise. This is the time when we can transform this world. But this is the time when we are using such a phenomenal technology to spread filth in the world, selling children. Have we gone crazy? What's happened to us? We're selling our own children, but this is what we're doing. So I announced openly this, I said, I'll give you all the material free. If you want, you monetize it, you make money out of it.
Yes.
Do whatever. Make sure it reaches everybody.
To people.
That's all. You can also start one platform and sell Sadhguru or give Sadhguru free or do whatever the hell you want. Only thing is, I want the message to go. Recently, somebody was telling me, I was in United States and this some kind of an expert on internet affairs and stuff. He was looking at all the material we put out on the YouTube and every other platform. He said, Sadhguru, this is $1 billion product. This is $1 billion worth of product. You just put it out all free. You're not monetized anything. I'm not interested in $1 billion. What will I do with it? My interest is 7 billion people.
Namaskaram. Let's take a look at how to access Sadhguru's videos. There are two ways to do this. Let's look at how to download a video. Open a browser and visit Sadhguru's homepage. Click on Video under the Watch tab for a list of the latest videos. Click on the video you're interested in. Scroll to the bottom of the page. Click on the download icon and save the file to your system. Now let's look at how to embed a video. Click on the video you are interested in. Right-click on the video. Select Copy Embedded Code. The code will be copied to the clipboard. You can use this code to embed Sadhguru's videos in your website. You're free to use Sadhguru's videos on any distribution channels, both online and offline. You can even monetize them, promote them, and edit them as appropriate, without distorting the message. New content is constantly being added for download to the website, so stay tuned for more.
We appreciate you being part of this incredible journey. Keep exploring our channel for more inspiration and transformative insights.